What's up, everyone, and welcome to an all-new extra microtransaction episode. I'm your host, Liquid, and joining me today, per usual, I have Chris. Chris, how the hell are you?
I'm doing all right, man. You know, we come back off of this vacation, much deserved, much earned, and honestly, it's a good time. Don't get me wrong. I miss the beautiful bastards. I missed all of you. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes it was nice to have a couple free Fridays.
Yeah.
Or yeah, I actually went to a bar. It was nice.
Okay.
You know, stuff like that. Like, I did something one of the days. I'm like, you guys, I don't have to go do this.
Mhm.
Not I don't have to, but you know what I mean. Like, let's go do something. It was nice. I like that.
Nice. That's awesome, dude.
Mhm.
Yeah, and that's what I wanted to talk about today. I want to talk about our break that we did have. I want to talk about how was our Christmas. For those who don't know, we celebrate Christmas here, and our New Year. You know what I'm saying? What we got, what we didn't get. You know what I'm saying? Who's on the shit list? And just overall, again, just what we did on the break. You know what I'm saying? Anything we learned, anything interesting, any games we play, that sort of thing. Just catching up, playing a little catch up. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're doing right now. Well, Chris, do you want to start off? Or do you want me to?
I'll start off. I kind of already did. I might as well.
Yeah. Paint us a picture.
You know what I'm saying? So the thing is, we're off, and during our break as well, it's your boy's birthday, December 22nd. So like, there's a lot. Like, it's real busy now. I know what you're saying, man. Your birthdays are on Christmas. That must suck. You get used to it. Like it's just you realize that like people are busy, like legitimately busy doing family stuff, so on and so forth. So you don't take anything too like you get what you get.
Right.
But I honestly had a pretty good birthday. Like, all I wanted to do was for everyone to kind of leave me alone and me play Halo with the people I play Halo with. That's what I wanted, and that's exactly what I did. Yeah. And it was great.
It wasn't asking for too much.
You would think, because then I started I'm like, oh, no one's gonna really hit me up on my birthday. That's not a big deal. And then the thing is, people are like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Are we going anywhere? What's going on? I was like, I gotta feel so loved. Oh God. Because I made it like no deal. And I could, once those Facebook notifications, they realize that normally Chris like goes out and does something.
Right.
But yeah, no, this year, yeah, I just opted just to stay home and play video games. And it was great. Man, it was nice. It was on a Wednesday. It was a bit of the work week. It was great too, right? Because like Wednesday I had off. Thursday I went back to work. But it was so dead because now it's the 23rd. And if you don't have to do something, you're not doing it. That's just the way it is. So I legit was sitting in my truck for like hours just watching YouTube videos, and I'm like, I'm getting paid for this. They're like, you need to do that or you need to sweep. And I was like, I'm not sweeping nothing.
Right.
I'm sitting in this truck. You could send me home, but then they don't want to send anybody home. I'm like, well, it sounds like your boy's gonna be sitting in his car not doing anything.
So
That's exactly what I did.
Is sweeping part of your job title at all?
No, it's just honestly, it's just because of the way the yard and everything is. It gets dust. Things do get dusty.
Okay.
But I was like, but no one really cares. It's like, man, I swept really well.
Right.
No one gives a shit.
Yeah. I figured that.
It's busy work. And I even told my boss's boss, I'm like, you could don't be afraid to send me home.
Yeah, don't be
like
shy.
If that's a fear you have. He's like, no, because then people start getting salty because they didn't get to leave early because they had that, and they just avoid it by like paying everyone. Like, okay, thanks.
They avoid the awkwardness by just we're just gonna pay everyone.
That's funny. So that happened at work, and then honestly, I just did a bunch of for us Spanish folk around the holiday, it's really time to just go to whatever the main house is, or whoever decides to throw the family shindig that year. You go to that and you start fake talking people left and right, and that's what I did. Except this time, it's funny because of the children, the next generation, my stock went up. So like people want to talk to me more because the kids love me so much. Like, yo, Crystal, and I'm like, what's up? because I meet the kid energy and they're like, oh, what are you doing? And I'm like, because ain't nothing cooler when you're talking to somebody and then the kids come like, hold on, I'll be right back. You know how it is.
Yeah.
But they don't know how it is because it's your boy. But yeah, other than that, let's see. That's all I can think about. I feel like I've been running around a little. Look, what have you been doing? What do you do?
I didn't do much. You said when I saw some family for the holidays and stuff like that. Just spend some time with the family. I learned a few things here. I know during the break I wanted to make sure I made it an obligation to clear out my computer essentially, because just a lot of the clutter, a lot of the old stuff, like old videos that was on there from like YouTube that we've done. So I just want to make sure I got that out the way, so it's just not taking up space, and that way it's just ready for the new year essentially. So just did a little cleanup. I kept the essential stuff that I needed, like outros, stuff like that, but everything else just got rid of. I tried learning some stuff as well, just some editing stuff, just try to make a better show again, trying to figure out the streaming stuff. I was trying to do that, and I feel like I got a good hand on that, so that was good. But I want to go back to the family here. I spent some time with the family, went to a couple parties. Some were better than others, some were really better than others. And I say a couple parties. Actually, I only went to one. Actually, I just lied. Yeah, I only actually went to one. I thought I went to two. I forgot the second one was canceled because my parents were sick, so I couldn't go there. So yeah, that was like, it wasn't COVID or anything like that. Wait, can we say COVID?
It's okay. Yes.
Okay, I'm about to say. I forget. I don't know the rules behind it. Anyways, whatever. My parents were sick with it. Well, not with COVID. It wasn't COVID, so that was nice. That was we were very fortunate. But yeah, I just went ahead. I was supposed to hang out with them. That didn't happen. Instead, I hung out with more of the in-law side of the family, and that was it was challenging because we went to one of the uncles' houses, and usually there's just she's got several uncles, but one of them usually hosts very nice parties. I would say the majority of them. So far I've only been to 3 houses of 3 different uncles, and 2 of them phenomenal. One of them, my man just had the food all out in the cold, nothing heating it up. They expected us to use the microwave, and I felt a little weird, and I thought that, hey, I don't think it was abnormal for me feeling weird, but they were making it sound like, oh yeah, no, yeah, just throw it in the microwave. Like, oh, okay, yeah, I guess. I wasn't about to do that. And then not only that, the drinks were also hot, so I'm like, there's no microwave to make it cold. You know what I'm saying?
Did it have ice?
I didn't like. By the time we got there, which we did get there an hour late. Now, granted, I don't think an hour late is a bad thing. You know what I'm saying? It's just an hour. And we're talking about a Hispanic party. Hispanic parties, you know what I'm saying? Like, yes. So, so this side of the family is very, very, I want to say domesticated. Is that a word that we can use?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I use it.
Okay.
I've used it for me.
Yeah. Very American. Okay. And so the party starts and ends sort of at this time, and it was just like they expected more people to be there, and I was just like, they weren't there. A lot of people were leaving pretty early, so I'm like, okay, we're not the only ones. So I don't know if something was happening, but regardless, like I said, we went over there. It was nice seeing everybody. The food was disappointing, especially since I was starving. And then I'm just eating this cold food with hot drinks, pretty much the opposites of everything. But overall, still, still had made the most of it. You know what I'm saying? Had some drinks. Ended up coming home kind of early. It was because usually we stay until midnight. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. You go Christmas Eve, you stay till midnight, then the kids open the gifts or whatnot. We didn't even do that. We were back at home by like 10 o'clock. Like we didn't even stay. I'm like, dude, this is like, we're just not even gonna. We're going home. And then so that was that. So yeah, wasn't the best time, but still fun, to get out at least, and not sick, didn't get sick, so that's a blessing.
Yeah.
And then besides that, you know what I'm saying, I ended up exchanging gifts with the loved ones, you know what I'm saying. Got the girlfriend, significant other, whatever you want to call it. Some
so funny, we had a conversation about that last night,
huh? Got some AirPods for her for like the gym, and the Apple pencils, and she likes drawing on the iPad there. So
so when I was at your house filming yesterday, like that's all new, the pen. And
yeah,
everything.
it's brand new, brand new.
Oh, that's pretty rad. I didn't know. I thought I
Yeah.
was like, damn, that's just cool. I was like, oh, that's cool. I didn't know Anya had that. I just
Yeah,
kept it
we got
moving.
that, and then a sweater from the anime Uzumaki, or I guess manga Uzumaki, that they were making into an anime, from Junji Ito, the horror manga writer. I don't know if you know who that is. Anyways, well, yeah, there's an anime coming out called Uzumaki. I think it's like about circles or something, like, and it's like horror based. It's supposed to, sounds really good. And so I got her that sweater since she likes like the Junji Ito artwork and stuff like that. So that was pretty cool. And then other than that, I'm trying to think what I got. I just got gift cards. I usually ask for gift cards. That's my thing, dude. They say that gift cards are like, oh, they're just throwaways. Doesn't have any thought behind it. I don't care about thought. I don't give a shit about your thoughts. All right, just give me some goddamn gift cards. All right, like I don't care about the thought process. Like, dude, a gift card is just as good. So yeah, so I had gift cards. You know what I'm saying? Oh, look, so Frank got me, my brother Frank. Fuck Frank. He got me a pair of sneakers. He got me my Cortana. You know what I'm saying? I think Chris got Master Chief.
Let's
Let's make him kiss. Oh, Master Chief, it's been so long. Oh yeah.
This is okay. No, this got weird.
Okay.
Okay.
Somebody had to say it.
Okay. Yeah, it sure wasn't gonna be you. Oh god.
But what about you? Like, what did you get? What kind of gifts? What'd you get the kids? You know what I'm saying? I want to know that kind of thing. Like, what'd you get?
Okay. So like the thing is, they made this big deal because Addie Rose and Amelia, they're obsessed with Princess Peach right now.
Nice.
It's the hot stuff on the streets. So like they're like, oh man, we really wanted to get Amelia this like remote control Princess Peach thing, and I was like, but we can't find it. I'm like, have you looked on the internet? And then you could tell they kind of looked at me like,
what?
It's probably not gonna get here in time. I was like, let me check. Sure as crap, pulled it up, said it was get there like in the next couple of days, and I'm like, you know what, guys, this is my gift. Your boy just did one of these.
Nice.
This is how I use my phone.
Okay.
And then handle that. Amelia, there's the LOL dolls, but then also come like, it's funny because it's essentially loot boxes.
What?
Like the surprise things that you get,
but
you don't know what it is. So you're essentially like, you have these options and you get it. But like Anthony's like, oh, she's super into those, so like get that for her. Okay. And I'm like, cool, I'll just get her a thing. I don't know what I'm getting her.
Yeah.
But apparently Anthony said it's the hot stuff on the street for girls, like I guess from 5 to 6 right now, at least for her. Okay. They got her a whole dollhouse. It took 100 screws to put the thing together.
Wait, is it an LOL dollhouse? Like that brand? Whoa. Big stuff.
Yeah. And it's pretty big.
Yeah.
Yeah. With Nathan's gift I was the most worried about, right? Because the thing is, I'm like, man, Nathan's getting to that age. He's 5. He wants toys and stuff like that. But the thing is, like, I like a year or two ago, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna get him a little like a little Leonardo sword with a little mask, whatever. They won't care. Turns out to be one of their favorite toys. Was I essentially gave the kid a sword, and he's just like, yeah, and he likes to put it in his back of his shirt,
as one does. Yeah, absolutely. I wouldn't expect him not to. All right. Yeah, obviously. So he knows how to use it, obviously.
Yeah. He Nathan keeps that thing on him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He keeps that proper sheath. The shirt. I got you.
The shirt just puts it right there.
Doesn't get cut.
Walk around. Yeah. So I was just like, maybe, and I was like trying to like get something cool, and I was like, maybe I should get him like another hat, but I'm like, I'm cutting. Like I got him a hat, but I got him the official Nintendo Mario Tanuki hat, where like it's like the
ears.
Yeah. And I was like, but the thing is, I'm like, he's been playing Mario, so I'm like, hopefully he recognizes. Boy, as soon as he saw it, you could tell the wheels in his brain were turning. Then he's like, I didn't know I wanted this.
I got you.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And sure as heck, the hat was on the rest of the day, and I was like, I nailed it.
Yeah.
I nailed
Oh,
it.
yeah.
And I was like, because you could tell it was like real cool. Nathan was not letting nobody put that thing on, so that was pretty tight. I was like, oh, I'm like, dang, Nathan, that's real cool. He's like, yeah, well, whatever, you know, because he tries to play it cool, like he's not hyped for stuff.
Yeah,
know,
sure.
like, I respect that. And honestly, the thing is, what there's a show on Netflix, but it's I forgot the name. It's something Melon or something. I don't know. But basically, it's just like preschool stuff for Celine. But she really likes one show,
Okay.
and I was like, oh, there's a doll. And my mom was like, oh yeah, she's really into it. I was like, damn, I just didn't have the cash for it at the time. I was like, this week, you know, bills hit. You know, I get in the, and my mom like, don't worry about it. Like, let's handle this. So I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So, you know, did that. And then she loves it too, but she's like 1 year old, so she doesn't need to be hyped for anything.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh, I have new toys to play with, cool.
Right.
But ultimately, yeah. So basically, handed down, they all like their gifts.
Nice.
And yeah, I was happy that they liked their gifts. It's funny because when I'm buying this stuff, I'm like, man, they don't care. Man, it's not a big deal until the Christmas day happens, and they're like, boy, I hope like there'll be a part of you that hurts if you got them a lame ass gift they don't care about.
Yes.
You're like, oh,
yep.
Oh my god, and I'm like,
no kidding.
I can't wait till they get a little older. Like 5 years from now, they'll just want cash. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
absolutely.
Here's money.
Absolutely, dude. I remember buying my cousins like video games and stuff like that, and I was just like, "Yo, what games do they like?" And I'm over here trying to listen to. Apparently, it was their grandparents essentially is who we were listening to because that's who they were living with. And the
but they don't know.
Exactly. So the grandparents like these kids want the latest Call of Duty. You know what I'm saying? And like the grandparents, then this wasn't this year, this was a few years ago, but the grandparents were just like, no, they can't play that. Like when they were in my house, they could play all the Call of Duty they want. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? But they had to get a game that they can all play at the same time. You know, it's like dude, it was one of those situations. So I was forced to buy one of those. And then when the kid opened it, he looked so disappointed. And I was just like, dude, like it's not me, like, you know what I'm saying, but it's just like but it's like he has no choice. Like he's looking at me like come on, dude, you're supposed to be the one. Like you looking at me and I'm just like, you gotta understand, dude, you don't live here. Like this is, if it was up to me, bro, you'd be playing Grand Theft Auto, you'd be playing fucking Call of Duty, bro. But you know what I'm saying, like, sorry, I can't.
No, you see, yeah, you know, it's the reason why like Nathan's not allowed to play Halo and stuff like that. Neil is like, no, he can't play anything with a gun or anything. Like that's one step too far.
That's too much.
So he's like, yeah, one day I'll play Halo when I'm bigger. He didn't say older, when I'm bigger.
Right.
I'm like, yeah, bro. I'm like, well, that's for big kids. I'm like, but he'll still, you know, pull out the Switch and he'll just sit next to Matt and he'll have his Switch out.
Yeah.
So it's like we're playing video games together.
Here's the thing. This is what I don't get with that kind of, like, I get it, you know, having a gun, that's a big deal. But he's watching his dad play, which is what's different? Oh, because he's using the controller, because he's actually the one controlling it. He's the one shooting the gun. That's the line.
Well, I think it's just like the addictive nature of it, and then like, you know what I'm saying?
Okay,
because
I can see that.
You know how it is. I'm 35 now, and on my birthday, what did I want to do? Play video games all day. I'm like, God forbid a 5-year-old with all the like three uncles that want to be like, what do you want?
Right.
Here you go. But yeah, that's like the only thing I think Naomi's ever been like, nah, fam, we not doing this.
I gotcha. Okay, well, that makes sense. And I think that's a great point. Like you said, like the addictive nature of it. I think it's a solid point. But I'm just like, now they do know Fortnite is on Switch, right? And you can just download that at any time, right? He doesn't play Fortnite, does he?
Yeah, but the thing, they have it set up where he can't just download.
Okay, good. That's what I'm trying to get at. Yeah. Okay, good stuff.
Yeah. No. They got that under control right now.
Nice.
It's Mario, Sonic. He's basically living our early 90s video games.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Wait, when can he play Mortal Kombat then? Because that was the big thing for us growing up, dude. Mortal Kombat with the blood code, that was the big thing. So, like, when can he play Mortal Kombat? That's my question.
I don't know, bro. But the thing is, like, okay, and I know this is wild to say this, because this is how our parents, people must have felt like. But Mortal Kombat now is way too violent compared to Mortal Kombat. It was just like, one head gets ripped off. This is like, hey, I'm gonna break you. We're gonna see the bones break in your body, twist and contort.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna literally rip guts out. I'm like, no, it's way too much now.
Exactly. It is way worse. Like before, people were concerned about fucking like drops coming out of the character that were just a shade of red, and that was the blood essentially. That's what people were worried about. Granted, there was the fatalities, but they were talking about, you know, the blood code again. That was a big deal back then. And then the whole, like I said, Nintendo's version had the water coming out. It was supposed to be sweat knocking off of you, but not Sega. When you put that blood coated on Sega, boy, you get that authentic, realistic blood.
Yeah, I was gonna say, wasn't Super Nintendo, they had it where it was just like green blood or something like that?
Yeah. No, it was just blue. It was water. It was supposed to be. It was supposed to be sweat.
Oh, okay. Because I remember being at someone's house and they didn't have like the one on Sega like we did.
Yeah.
And we were just like, oh, not real blood. Yeah. And you could tell the kid was just like, oh, like I don't have the man's Mortal Kombat like we did.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's how
you don't have the grown
funny
kids.
That we went at it. How like legit, like, oh, you're gonna get the game. Which way you want it? Obviously, a little kid would be like, I want the one with the sangre.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's ridiculous how like that. Like, remember? Well, you know, we've time traveled. We've gone through time once or twice before, and we make fun about the '90s. Yeah. We're like, oh, everything has to be gross and icky. But both of us unanimously were like, obviously, we got the one with the blood.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So it must be just the tell of the take for like little boys to be like,
no, it worked.
Early.
Absolutely, it worked. That thing worked absolutely, like to the T, dude. Like, you bet. It's because it was like, and that's where the whole Sega thing, like, oh, the grown kids play Sega. You know what I'm saying? The more older kids, the cooler kids, you know what I'm saying? That's why I was saying,
more distinguished gentlemen.
Yeah, and then you realize like, oh man, Sega's catalog was not as good as Nintendo's, but that's not the point. Yeah. Nintendo went for fun, Sega went for grown up. You know, it's all whatever. Both have found success in the gaming industry. Am I right? Maybe some more than others.
The equal amount of success. You know? Hey, you know, like. You know, I can't wait. By the way, when we go to Sega's theme park, bro, that's gonna be something special. You know what I mean?
Oh my god!
Oh my god, bro! Jinx you owe me soda.
Oh shit!
But yeah, like, just get back to like, no, it was very nice, and it's one of these things that I have to say. It's funny because I thought I was being real lame. Ended up like not going to parties. There's technically a party that's supposed to be happening now.
Right
and
now.
I opted
as we speak.
Yes. As we speak. All right. And the reason why is because legitimately everyone's getting COVID right now. Like I know multiple people, and this is something that just came through the wire that it might be real bad. That your boy might have to be wearing all black real soon. Hopefully not. But my brother's wife's brother, he got COVID real bad and he's in the hospital right now.
Oh fuck, dude.
Yeah, and they might have to like put like things are heading south.
Oh, that's not good, dude. That's fucked up.
Yeah, no. Yeah, like but one of these people who didn't believe in the vaccine and all this stuff, and like, guys, I'm not telling you, if you're listening to this podcast and you're not vaccinated, please get vaccinated.
Yeah,
you know. And like the thing is, you want to you should have got vaccinated, and I'm like, yeah, we can make fun of him. I'm like, but he has 3 kids.
Yeah, that's
you know what I'm saying. So it's just like one of those things, like, you know, people get affected. Please get vaccinated. Yeah, do that. I started to make it on a sour note. It's just something that's happening, and I like from us not going out and there's having minimal people. Like having the lane party might have been a blessing in disguise.
Sure.
Like me not doing anything for my birthday because I probably wouldn't went to a bar or something. Definitely talking to strangers because you know me. Once I start drinking, I gotta talk to people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like me not doing anything, stay home is probably the reason why I'm able to be on this cast with you right now. I mean, like, Liquid. It got me.
Oh no, no, I definitely don't want that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, definitely don't want that. And yeah, it's hitting way more closer to home, way more often, and that's the scary part. So no, I agree. I got vaccinated. I think everyone should. You know what I'm saying? I respect people's beliefs as far as if you know what I'm saying. I know if you don't want to believe in it, you know, fine, that whatever. I'm not here to convince you to otherwise, but I'm just saying from the little that I've seen personally from friends and stuff like that, even people, because like, yeah, even if you have the vaccine, you still can get it. But it seems like it's not to the extent of someone who doesn't have it. You know what I'm saying? It seems way different. So, man, yeah, I'm agreeing with you. Yeah, go get it. That's really what it comes down to. Get it out the way. Just get it over and done with. Like, who gives a shit? Nobody's trying to track you. Like, you know what I'm saying? For those who think that, oh yeah, they're throwing. They're already. Yeah, you're already being tracked. Like, it's not. This is nothing new, bro. Like, there's a reason why. You know what I'm saying? When you talk about something, all of a sudden, are you interested in buying one of these things? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're listening to you constantly. So that's not the case. So like, everyone's listening.
Sidebar, I was like, man, maybe I should finally buy some HCS Halo gear. Sure, I said it. Started popping up in my ads on Facebook. I was like, God, I haven't even looked at the shit. Like, God damn,
it's crazy.
But yeah, nuts. Dude,
it's like
it is nuts.
Oh, good.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say something.
Oh no, that was pretty much over. Good.
You know, it's just wild how it is right now, and like, but people are worried about it, like being in them. I'm like, dude, they don't need to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's just wild how people's like just take they leaps and bounds. How they just they're gonna do it. I'm like, really? Nanomachines to know what Billy's doing at his job? Like, no one cares.
Yeah.
You're talking about something that takes so much money for something that you're already giving out.
Right.
Because nobody here reads terms of service not once. All right. You guess what you do? You just scroll all the way through until the little check marks allows you to check it. You click it and you hit next.
Yep. You hope for the best.
Yeah, you're like, you know, hopefully it's not like the South Park episode where it's like, oh, you're accepting the human centipede situation going on with you.
Oh, God.
Right? Because you accepted the terms of service. You know, you just, I don't think that's happening.
Right.
But if you do, this podcast is gonna look real different. I'll tell you what.
Absolutely. Well, Chris, we're coming up at the end here. Besides that, quickly, if you could tell me, what are you looking forward to for the new year, at least?
Looking forward to the new year, honestly.
Yeah.
God, this is gonna be so cheesy, dog. Doing this, just doing this.
Nah, I'm right there with you.
Yeah, like I know people are like right here with you on the microchip.
Yeah.
But like seriously, it's really here doing this, making a better product. Like with Halo being the situation it was a coming to Jesus moment where I'm like, hey Chris, I know what you want to do is play Halo because you love Halo, but you know what you love more? The microtransaction.
Yeah.
And like it was the toe in the sand, or the toe in the water that I just needed to remind myself.
Right.
You know.
I got you.
So makes sense. This right here. What about you, Liquid?
I'm around the same thing. Like I think you hit the nail right in the head when you mentioned like just making a better product, and that's what I'm here for. I want to make a better product. I want to learn more and do more with my time, so that way I'm making sure I am giving the best product I can, giving the best part of myself that I can. That's what I'm looking forward to the most.
Yeah, dude, it's gonna be a good time. Honestly,
I'm
really excited the way we have things set up.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's gonna be an interest. I you know what it is? Look, this is what I think is gonna happen. Right, this is by the court.
What's that?
The thing is, I'm gonna be making videos. Lucas is gonna be making some of his own videos. We're gonna have topics. We're gonna work in unison together. But I'm like, this is what's gonna happen. It's gonna become a competition between me and Liquid about making a fire video.
Yeah.
And then the thing is like, but the thing is, it's just gonna propel us both better because both of us just are assholes like that. But that's how we operate.
That is how we operate. Well, I couldn't have said it better myself, Chris. Other than that, any last words you have to say before we go? Any parting words?
Life short, stunt it.
Life short, stunt it. Yes. And then I'm gonna leave you off with love each other, take care, but above all, what was I saying there? But above all else, I said, but above all else. Anyways, but above all else, be cool. This has been an extra microtransaction.